First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash.
double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who well. Salutation unto the occupant across the globe, pushing this word with truth and with sincerity. Shalom. And you want to start it off?
Yeah, I'm going to get this Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. All right, it says Egypt again with ships. All right, that goes into captivity. All right, and it says you shall see it no more again, meaning we not gonna be on our, we won't see our land again. All right, we not gonna be in our land. So those people in that land isn't us, man. All right, they aren't the people of Israel.
We wouldn't see it till the Lord places back there.
Yep. It said no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall deliver you. All right, until the Lord redeem his people back.
All right, that word back goes to the Hebrew quatnah, which means to redeem. All right, it means to save, you know, to redeem. Like when you go to the store, when you make a purchase, when you buy something, you redeem it. Like when you get a coupon sale like Uber or something, you gotta redeem that coupon. You know? So the Lord is gonna redeem us, man. All right, that's why. What's that nigga name? Marcus Garvey. That's why that failed. That's why Ben Ami failed. That's why Malcolm, Martin, everything else failed. The Lord is our deliverer. All right. He was gonna deliver us according to His word, man. All right. Yahweh Shai is the word.
I got some. Jeremiah 17:4, it says, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. So we discontinue from what we were, man. We're not Mexicans, we're not blacks, we're not Puerto Ricans, man. We are the true Israelites of the Bible, man. We have true names according to what Yahweh Shem Yahushai has given us. And the other captivities we was in, we were aware that we were the children of Israel. We were aware that that the Lord punished us, man. All right, but in America, all right, hey, the Northern Kingdom got lost. They was taught Spanish by the end of the whip. All right, you see in the movie Roots, all right, he whipped them to the point where he forgot his name. He told him, your name is Toby now. All right, and our people was beat out of their heritage, man. All right, and through generations, you forget. All right, but read that, Baruch, Bible show.
This is the Baruch, the book of the Baruch.
And that didn't happen to Amalek, man. That didn't happen to the 1948. Go ahead.
This is the book.
That's
of
another
Baruch.
thing. They got that land, which is only a portion of it. They don't even got the full land of Israel. Right. Fucking jokes. They got that land by the stroke of a pen. It said, no man shall redeem thee. You know, that's against the prophecy.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30. For I know that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
Yeah, so in the land of our captivity, we in the captivity right now. All right, it says Judah and Israel were oppressed together. All right, but now the Lord is putting the spirit on the men, on His prophets to wake His people up. All right, and everybody's coming to the realization that, hey, we are the children of Israel. That didn't happen to the 1948ers, man. All right, they weren't brought into America with slave ships, man. Okay, you got more to that?
They actually owned the slave ships. They financed the slave ship trade.
Right.
The
I
good
got-
ship Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of people got. So like, what you say?
I said the good ship Jesus.
Yep, the good ship Jesus. Hey, a lot of accountants, you know, a lot of the financiers, these Jewish financiers, which they money for their family, they got rich off the slave trade. Because what did they do? They were even allowed to count slaves as a collateral and put insurance policies on it. All right?
Yeah.
They got rich off of that, man.
All right.
All right, the accountants got a lot of business based off of that slave trade, man. So no matter what angle you look at it, you got rich off of it. And this isn't all something we just made up. In fact, let me pull up a source, a Jewish source. All right. This is the webs. This is Jewish Heritage, North Carolina. To find the link is jewishnc.org. This is official. All right. So I'm gonna get to the point. They say a lot in here, right? They really say a lot. This is a good one. The Newport Sephardic merchant Aaron Lopez, who was a Jewish. All right. He sent 37 cargo ships to North Carolina. This is just him in North Carolina. The Mordecais of Warrenton, all right, were scholarly enlightened Jews, proprietors of renowned female academy. They were also slave owners. But I'm gonna jump down. He mentions Salaki. Damn. It's just going into all the different Jewish families that own slaves and stuff. But damn, I wish I could find a point. Y'all got it.
Real quick, this is Joel 3:3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. And that's exactly what happened, man. They sold little girls and little boys. They split up families. They built the synagogues. Right? They built all these different churches. Then you got some churches like the one where they actually found the Hebrew writing inside of it.
Yeah, on the pews, right?
What was that?
Pillars?
Down south.
Couple churches down south they found. Hebrew writings on the pews.
Yep. So I found it. It says, thus in 1830 in Charleston, 83% of Jews owned slaves, while 87% of Christians did so. So the same percentage, basically, essentially, of regular Edomites, all right, had the Jews, so-called Jews, Amalekites of Edom, had the same percentage, roughly, man, of owning slaves. They didn't. It was the same thing. But it says historians now emphasize that slavery, far from being the peculiar custom of the South, was linked indelibly to global capitalism. The New York financiers who underwrote the cotton economy, including firms like Lehman Brothers, supported the plantation system, counting investment in slaves as collateral. So what they call capitalism, all right? The global market for capitalism was built and based and thrived off of slavery, all right? When it went from textiles to shipping, and it was tobacco was the hot commodity, whatever the hot commodity was, it was us that did it. They just switched whatever crop they was growing. When it wasn't tobacco no more, they switched, all right? When it wasn't sugar no more, they switched. That's what they did. That was world trade. The world capitalism, the whole system got rich off of slaves.
I just wanted to make a point because
I got to speak up too.
That stock market, their stock market, one of the first commodities that were on there were what? Slaves. You know, it's like the elders going into the building up of this United States, this wicked ass kingdom was furthered off of our backs, man. Yep. And they have afflicted them, like the scripture says, they afflicted them and have Esharah.
No account of their labors.
That's right.
Yep. Right, you also go to historical records. Thomas Jefferson had slaves, man. All right, slaves built the White House. All right, now they're doing some research about that movie Glory that came back in the 80s, right? All right, and President Lincoln said that the only reason why he freed the Emancipation Proclamation was meant to just transfer of ownership, right? He freed the slaves, so I freed the slaves to win the Civil War, man. He was actually the president during that time. He had no intention to really help Jake with the further the cause in trying to win the presidency, man.
Yep, they had to. The age was changed. It was becoming industrial age.
Yep.
They needed workers in the factories and shit. All right, but not only that, regular low-level Edomites wouldn't have been able to have jobs because slave labor is free labor. That would have destroyed the economy. So they made a system where, well, let's pay these niggas some crumbs. All right, they're still, Abraham Lincoln said, I'm no way saying that the Negro man is nowhere near equal to us. He's still down, he still made sure that we knew our place. Yeah. They allowed the so-called freedom of slavery. That's not really what happened. We became under different ownership. All right, they allowed it to happen for their benefit. Somebody get Sirach 14 real quick. If he do it good, he do it unwillingly. All right, because free labor would have destroyed regular Edomites getting work up there in the north. They just get free slaves. But then also, who gonna work better than Jake? Let's pay them these crumbs, man. You know, Big Business was taking over. That was the start of Big Business taking over.
Yo. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 14:7, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
There you go. So he declares wickedness at the last. So it may seem like he was for us, but then when you look into the history on it, Abraham Lincoln hated niggas. That was a business move.
Right.
All right.
It's nothing personal. It's business.
Right. The South didn't want to lose their fucking property and having control over, and a huge role in the world economy. They was losing. They was going over to the factories and those who own the factories. All right, and that's why you see more poor Edomites now than you would have back then, per capita. You know, the money went into the few.
Right.
Psalm 73 and start at 3.
Now they got to work and do Instacart.
Yeah.
Overtime.
I was so happy seeing them damn Edomites. You notice their first time shopping. They ain't never grocery shopping in their life.
Hell no.
They're in there trying to figure shit out for somebody else. I'm a nigga. This is what it is. I know what we got to do. I was so happy seeing them do it too.
Right. Hey, it's a joy to see your enemy crumble, you know, downfall your enemy.
The Psalm 73 and 3. For I was envious of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but the strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly, concerning oppression, they speak loftily, man. All right, so they're proud of their heritage, man. All right, hey, they're proud of the fact that they have us in subjection. All right, you know, they talk about slavery was a choice. All right, how we wanted to be slaves, okay? All right, how we what do you say?
Indentured servants.
Right. You know, he said the only servants pity them not. All right, because he thinks that the Lord has is dealing with them by the treatment of us, man. If the Lord got their ass in a fucking trick bag, man. All right, they're taking the history out of the books. All right, the Trail of Tears. All right, the slave trade. All right, all these things are testify against their wickedness, man. But they're trying to hide the fact and deny accountability for their goddamn actions, man.
And shameful spewing upon our
I got what you call it. Habakkuk 2 and 16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory."
Yeah. So Esau doesn't want you to realize that he got all this shit through rape, robbery, and murder. He wants you to stick to the line where he got it through honor, through peace.
Right.
You know?
What the motherfuckers say? We conquered America fair and square. Hey, what you mean fair and square, bitch? You fuck shit up. Hey, start up in that Habakkuk. What verse 13 say?
Habakkuk 2 and 13. Behold, is it not of the Lord?
Start at 11.
Verse 11. Habakkuk 2 and 11. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the...
One more up, Swat.
Verse 10. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, establisheth a city by iniquity.
Hey, that blood is crying out, man. All right, that blood is in the land, is in the soil. You can't get away from it. Hey, Esau, you gotta be judged. The earth won't be cleansed until you get judged. You went across the globe, fucking shit up, fucking nations up. All right, fucking resources up. Literally destroying the earth and ecosystems, man. All right, you gotta pay for that.
It says, this from a website. It says, how many Native American treaties have been broken? It says, from 1778 to 1871, the United States government entered into more than 500 treaties with the Native American tribes. All of these treaties have since been violated in some way or outright broken by the U.S. government. Native Americans and the First Nations people are still fighting for their treaty rights in federal courts, but they don't report that. They don't talk about that, man. Like the elder said, they want you to think they got it fair and square. All right, hey, but this nigga's the devil. You got something to got?
No, I also want to add too is that that's the reason why they're at war right now with Russia, man. All right, because they made a treaty with Russia saying they won't move further into Russia's area, man. All right, but they broke that, man. All right, hey, they never had intention to keep any of those treaties, man, because they're covetous, all right, they're greedy, all right, and they can never have enough, man. All right, this is about 10 and 6, or 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, the riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, and you gotta look back at all the years since America been established. They had what, 9 years of peace?
16 years.
16 years of peace,
out of
man.
240 plus years of
240
war.
plus years. The United States had 16 years of peace, man.
Like nothing but evil.
Just like
evil,
Rome,
man.
Just like Rome, like the brother said, yep.
You gave a smallpox to the Native Americans in the form of blankets, man. You developed a Gatling gun. You decimated their food stores by running hundreds of thousands of buffaloes off the cliff, man. You see? And these things have increased over time, man.
They get that Psalm 55, and they still fucking them over to this day. Right. All right. Hey, it's a video. It's a Native American woman. She has a truck, a water truck. You can just Google. I believe you type in Native American water lady or something. It'll pop up.
Oh yeah.
And she delivers water to certain what are they called?
Reservations?
Yeah, reservations. It's a certain reservation or whatever. She does it on her own because they don't get no running water there.
Nope.
So she got to deliver water so they can survive, bro. And this they fucking land.
Right. If I may, this is NPR.org. For many Navajo, a visit from the water lady is a refreshing sight. Back in 2015, it was written.
Wow. Yep, the water lady.
I got one in Habakkuk. Stay back in there, get back in that Habakkuk. It reads Habakkuk 2 and 4, started 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. It says, but the just shall live by faith. But this damn devil, man, like he's just going 16 years of peace, right? Out of what, about 240 years, man?
Yep.
He ain't, the Most High God has made him upside down, you know? Just like you're going into the buffaloes, man. He stripped the buffaloes, man, killed just aimlessly killed his buffalo, man, just so the native could eat, man.
Yep, right. Yep.
This is how devilish he is, man. But verse 5, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth up unto all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And this is what he's done, man. This is a melting pot of shit right here, man. That's what this is, man. This is absolutely garbage. And the Most High God is coming to destroy it, man. News abroad, man. The Most High God, Yahweh Shem Shah, is coming to destroy this place, man. Right. This must be stopped.
It will be.
Who got that Psalm 55?
I got Psalms 55 and 20.
Yeah.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All right, so Esau Edom, he acts like he's your friend, but really has the intentions to overthrow you, to put you into that pit. So he's going to seem like he's your friend, he loves you, he's kind to you, all right? He might give you something. Remember, a gift destroyed the heart. But ultimately, it's to lead you to that pit, man, to get you to die, you know?
Never trust thy enemy.
Never trust, Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy. Never.
Grab it, grab it.
Yeah, Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth.
Salakia, real quick, grab Jeremiah 17:4.
Yep.
Just read that real quick.
Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Khan, it said who would be getting sold to?
Our enemies.
Our enemies.
Yeah.
There you go. So our enemies are the ones whose hands we've been scattered into. So that means Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is our enemy. So go ahead back in that Sirach, or if you got anything else, y'all got it.
Ecclesiasticus 12:10, also known
And
as
that's
Sirach.
wherever we scattered. If
Right.
you scattered, if the Israelites that scattered in Africa, they're among their enemies. The Israelites that scattered in Australia, they're among their enemies. All right, Psalms 83rd chapter. What is that? First Maccabees 2:10.
Right,
2:10?
one nation has not
Yeah.
had part of it. Right, yeah.
All these heathens are counted as our enemy right now,
That's
man.
right, yeah.
All right, so we got it.
Ecclesiasticus
But
12.
especially Edom, all right?
Right.
It says you shall war with Amalek from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Especially Amalek, all right? Especially Edom. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Right, you can't take rust, you can't clean rust off some metal like you clean your window, like you clean your mirror.
Yep.
That rust still gonna be there. Even if you break it off and chip it, over time it's gonna pop back up.
Coca-Cola, actually.
That's a myth. We tried that actually yesterday. That's the spirit. We tried, it did not work. Verse 12, Sirach 12:12. Set him not by thee, lest or least when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seats, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. They're in our land today, man. All right. Who will pity a charmer that has been with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? All right, so here it is. We're telling you that Esau Edom is your enemy. All right, we're warning you. If you go and play with him and agree with him, make covenant with him, and he destroys you, man, we're not gonna have no pity on you, man. All right. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like the brother was saying, who will pity a charmer bitten by a serpent? All right, you fucking with a snake, we won't be surprised if he bites you. All right, you fucking with Esau, we won't be surprised if he cross you, man, because that's his nature. All right, this is First Maccabees 1:30, and spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. That's Esau. That's what he does. All right, for when they had given him credence, all right, and credence means to trust somebody. It says he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel. All right, and when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and the walls thereof on every side. But the women and children took their captive and possessed the cattle. All right, so that's what Esau does. It says peaceable words, but they were all deceit. Okay?
Yeah, just like he was going into that rust. Brother was going into that rust. Rust is a slow oxidation process, okay? And it's like you wipe it clean, you think it's gone, but it's still there. Just like the elder was going over, that we're scattered throughout all through the four corners of the earth, man. You know, with that rust still there all over the place, man. The earth, remember the earth, Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So all over the place where we're scattered at, we're among this rust that is going to slowly come back, slowly, surely by surely. It's there until the Most High God comes here and do what? Redeems us, take us out. I mean, take this place out. Because he says that no man shall redeem us, man. And he's not coming back as a man. He's coming back. What's that? Isaiah 47:3. He's not going to meet you as a man this time.
Hey, that's right, because his skirt's being discovered. He's being exposed for who he truly is. All right, not only with our people, with the Israelites, but the other nation as well. Everybody is realizing how much of a devil this guy is. All right, and eventually they gonna turn on him, man.
That's right. And that's why they had the phrase systematic racism, because that's what it is. But that's that rust. All right. Though they said peaceable words, it was all deceit. That systematic racism, that rust, is still there. All right.
Can't get rid of that rust.
I'm allergic to the light. My family looks like all of you. So people judge me and they told me when I'm walking down the street to go back home to my own country. I'm born in Chicago. But you know, amen too, and I really respect all y'all for coming out here and showing and sharing. And this is broadcasted, I don't know if it's live, but I'd like to say one thing about my piece that says, I'm a peaceful woman. And I believe in equality, and I have good faith in humanity, that there's still good people out there. No matter this bad too, there's always good too. It's yin and yang, guys. And for what it is, God said, because you fought, I don't remember the actual chapter, sorry. God said, because you fought, I'm going to separate you and I make you speak different things until you learn how to unite again. I'm going to unite you guys again. That's one thing that sticks out to me.
I got a precept.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people, these 12 tribes right here, the tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
For thou art a holy people, holy meaning separate, not with everybody, not equal.
They're
For
all-
thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself
Right.
above all people.
Above.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So there's no such thing as equality.
But God created everyone equal.
Yeah, to be our slaves. These other nations are going to be our slaves.
That's right. You know what?
I'm
That-
just saying, I thought
you know-
God created women.
You know what?
out
There
of
was
man's
never.
ribs to be
There was
equality
actually
and
never.
have procreation.
Hold on one
No.
second. You know
Nope.
what? There was actually never no equality. Because in any society, you had somebody on the top, you had somebody at the bottom.
The head and the tail.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, somebody has to rule, and somebody has to be ruled over. All right, no, there's no equality. Even when you go to the man and the woman, the man is the ruler, the woman is the servant.
I believe in 100%. If I'm down 20, you got 80, we share and we get back to 100 together. Even if it's 50-50, that means when I'm down, you have to get up. When you're down, I have to get up. Maybe I'm just different. But you know, I do believe in equality, and men and women and all peoples is equal. If you believe we're all created from the same God.
Oh,
He
okay. I
made
got another
all
one for
of
you.
us.
Just real quick before you run out.
Hey, get
Just
that
the way
Ciroc, I
he
believe it's
is,
36,
God made
some
me
he
the
set
way
up.
I am, and I
Some
don't
he
know
brought
how
low.
else to do it.
That's Ciroc, I believe it's 36th chapter. Go ahead, Raphael.
2nd Ezra 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also, whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
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 But be like unto spittle,
Spit.
and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falls from a vessel. So imagine a bucket full of water, and a little drop falls out. That's these other nations. All right.
Collectively, all the
Collectively.
nations together equals one drop of water. Nothing.
Nothing.
The Israelites is the Lord portion.
That's right.
That's the Lord cares about.
That's it.
The world is made for our sakes. The heathens are made for us. And in the book of Numbers, I believe it's Numbers, could be Deuteronomy, the Lord said that the heathens are our inheritance.
Yeah.
Even our children shall inherit the heathen.
Yep. Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing,
Nothing.
have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. What nation has not had a part of us, man? Every other family has put my people in slavery, man. All right? But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands.
That's right.
If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So all these prophecies must come to pass, but at the end, we will be on top again, man. We will be on top, and all the heathens will be our servants.
He said we're going to
Yeah.
rule over them with a rod of
God
iron.
gave me special gifts to do something.
You know what? The Lord
Okay.
said we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. This is what the Lord is saying. So the
Like a
nations,
scepter.
so
Yeah.
the nations gonna be in the bottom. They're gonna be ruled over. We're gonna be on top, judging them righteously. But this is
God
Isaiah.
said, don't judge, love everyone.
No,
Isaiah-
no, don't say that.
Isaiah 40 and 15, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. I'm going to skip to verse 17. It says, all nations before him are as nothing. And they are
Nothing.
counted to him less than nothing.
Less than
Vanity.
nothing.
You're in the negative.
I got one back
Yeah.
brother up right behind that. Ecclesiasticus 17 and 17. It reads, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion.
That's it.
You go to where portion means inheritance, man.
Whom being his firstborn, he nourishes him with discipline. And this is the reason why you see those 12 tribes going through.
The meek shall
They're
inherit
going through. Listen up. It says, nourishes them with discipline, and giving him the light of his love, doeth not forsake him. He not forsake him.
I got a question for you. Who's at the bottom right now? And who's at the top?
In society. Who lives
In
in the ghetto?
society.
In the projects?
Who's in the
Come on now. You
Come
know
on,
the
baby
answer.
girl. You know.
who's
Come
in the
on
ghetto?
now.
Who's in the ghetto?
Tell me how it is.
I don't even have a home.
Who's in the
Okay, okay.
The
You might be
world
a
is
nigga.
my home.
Show on.
Who's in the ghettos? Who's in the favelas? And who's in the
Who's
reservations?
looked down upon, man? Who been stereotyped? Who been put in slavery? Who been getting shot down in the back with their hands up by the police?
That's right.
All
Unjustly.
right, come on now. Just
Right.
don't come up here and play semantics, man.
No,
No. 'Cause, hey, you're not dumb, all right? You're not dumb, all right? It's okay to admit that the people are
I
fucked
know
up.
the Bible a little bit. I went to a private Christian school myself.
Admit the fact.
So I did read the Bible. I don't memorize it all. I have MS memory issues. God
What
just told
that-
me
what that-
my
what does that have to
blessings
do with
is an
anything, man?
attribute. I don't think they're disabilities. I think they're
You
attributes.
don't know that. Job 9:24.
But I'm gonna let you guys do your thing.
All right, that's what we talk.
Amen.
Adios.
Stay blessed, brother.
This is Sirach
Thank
33
you.
and
We'll
10.
be blessed. We all in
Enjoy
captivity.
your day.
Enjoy your day. This is Sirach 33 and 10. And,
Yep.
all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them have he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure, and there's another scripture saying one vessel of honor, one vessel to dishonor. They say, so man is in the hand of him that made him surrender to them as liking him best. Alright? So the Lord sets men up, certain men up, the Lord has certain men not. The Lord has blessed and exalted certain men, and certain men who are low. Alright, when it talks about them, it say the serpent shall crawl on his belly. He's gonna be a low down piece of shit. And that's what he's talking about, man. You small hats, Edomites, all of them. Whether you know it, whether you don't know it, whether you agree with it, that's just what it is. Okay.
This is the book of Job.
Now, make sure y'all speak up. It was pretty loud yesterday because it's wet. I don't know what it is. It's loud as fuck.
Yeah, I gotta go tell the brother it's loud as hell, man.
This is Job 9 and 24.
Then it get quiet as hell.
The earth is given. The earth is given. All right, keyword given into the hand of the wicked. All right, so the wicked is on the top right now. All right, the Bacon families are on the top right now. All right, Esau is that red horse. It says he was given power to take peace from the earth. So he's on top right now. She understood that. She actually did. But that's what Esau does. They try to play stupid. You know? Hey, we're on the bottom and they on the top, man. That's the point I want to bring
And
up.
get that throughout 28. The curse on that, I believe it started like 44 or 34.
I got one in Daniel right quick. Daniel 9 and 12, and it reads, and he has confirmed his word, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven has not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem. There's nothing been done under the sun that has been done to these people.
Right.
Man, screw the Holocaust, man. That's a Holocaust.
Right.
All the hopes, right?
Yeah, that's Nonsense, man.
Right. How are their numbers increasing
Yeah.
but also decreasing to 6 million? That's madness.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. It doesn't add up.
And why does their lives matter compared to the 84 million total lives lost?
Right. So we gotta forget slavery, forget Issachar, you know, so-called Mexicans losing their land, all right, because shit, the west coast of America is Issachar.
Yeah.
All right, Issachar, you know, even maybe some Zebulon, right? And then forget the Native Americans, what they went through. That was years ago. But remember 9/11. Never forget the 9/11. Never forget the Holocaust. When you get into it, a Jewish guy, they say, come visit the Holocaust Museum. That's the re-education right there. They come visit the Holocaust Museum.
You
But
know-
yeah, we gotta forget.
You know what?
Let it go.
You know what's so funny? Because they always tell us to let it go. It happened already. You know, but the Lord ain't dealing with that. The Lord said he gonna execute vengeance, man, upon the heathen.
Hey, get
Okay.
that Ecclesiastes 3. He
I got
required
it
that.
already.
Spirit.
Ecclesiastes 3, that which has been is now, that which is to be has already been. The Most High requires that which is past, man. People talk from the righteous blood of Abel to Zechariah, man, from A to Z. All right, everybody in between, man, you got to pay for that blood that's been shed on the land, man. That's a lot of blood, man. You see?
Raw.
All right? Hey, he said, that he's full of the sins of his youth, man. So you're going to get judged from the beginning, man. From the garden. You know?
From righteous Abel's blood.
Yep.
I got one in Psalm 137. I can start at the top, but I started at verse 5. It says, if I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. And it's going into the controversy over Zion, man. You know, the Lord is not forsaking us, right?
No.
It says, verse 6, if I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth, if I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, when said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. Yeah, Esau says, forget, but the Most High God says he ain't gonna forget.
That's right. And even when we came out of Egypt, they was waiting on us. Right? They were always burning down our cities, burning down, trying to burn down our records and stuff. Right? Like you had the accountant Ezra. Right? Hey, the Issacharites, they went into the gas chambers way before the holler, whatever they call it. Yep, they made Issachar, when Issachar was coming over here, they made them pass through the gas chambers and shit. A lot of them got cancer down the line. When y'all were testing those nuclear weapons out in the desert, a lot of those Gadites out there, they were getting cancer too. And they had no idea why, because y'all were testing nuclear radiation and shit and didn't tell them.
What about the Panama deception?
God.
What about the Tuskegee experiment?
Exactly.
What about the gasoline bath you gave to Issachar, man? All right?
Yep.
Had them taking little gasoline baths, man.
Hey, it's a you can Google it. The guy, I believe it's like the man without a skull or something like that, or the man without a scalp. He's an old guy, and he was like somewhere in Ohio. They was testing this on children. He had to wear a hat through his whole school. No, it's a black dude.
Oh.
It's a they was testing chemicals. I forget what they was testing. They said it was for to prevent some disease or some shit. It was in Ohio. His whole scalp was gone.
A man or boy?
He was a boy. He rebuilt it when he became a man. This is it right here. Yep, Burgess Hardiman. Yep. Yeah. And you go type his name in and read like a brief, like abridge what happened. Because they tricked those parents of these young boys and told them this is for to test a cure, and it fucked them up.
Yeah.
He was allowed to head to school and everything, and he didn't reveal what happened until he got older. Esau been doing this shit, and they ain't stopped doing it, man.
Diabolical.
Mad science, boy.
Yeah.
And guess what? Those was peaceable words.
Oh, that's what
Right.
they get that
Man,
25.
It says it right here, kind of. This is Afro.com, the Black Media Authority, September 5th, 2015. Vertus Hardiman, a man with courage, the victim of an unethical, secret U.S. government radiation experiment.
Wait, U.S. government? This ain't some off the rail scientist running Arkham Asylum. No, this is the U.S. government, man.
Yep. The victim of an unethical, secret U.S. government radiation experiment in 1928. Vertus Hardiman did not let a severe deformity prevent him from living a full life. His remarkable story was told in the documentary Hole in the Head, A Life Revealed.
Hole in the head. That's what it is.
I would like to do that with Oprah Winfrey that one time.
I don't know.
You call
Daniel 8:25.
I got that right here. Daniel 8:25, and it reads, and through his policies, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Connor, this is literally talking about epiphanies, but that's the spirit of Edom. All right? That's the spirit of Edom. They come with peace, but it's really deceit. It's really war in their heart, like we read in Psalm 55. But they'll tell you, oh, we got this experiment, we're trying to test. Meanwhile, they just doing some bullshit to you. It's like they did to the so-called nigger women during slavery. Fucking around with their uteruses and shit. That's how all this modern science that y'all love so much, modern Western medicine, started as tests on niggas, man.
That's right.
And they still testing. That's why it's called a practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
They doing it to niggas and animals.
Well,
That's the fucking devil.
They don't do animal testing like that no more. Now they testing on the fucking niggas. they went back to their roots. Well, you love animals so goddamn much.
yeah, like if you look at a lot of the park benches and seats and buses, they like join up for this clinical trial. All right, we'll give you $150 for 30 days to go try some shit out, man.
Yep.
All right, but then they come to find out you got fucking leukemia or some shit, man, later on, man. You know? All them goddamn fucking Prilosec and the 3 o'clock in the morning fucking medicines and shit. That's why you bleeding out to fucking retina and shit, man.
Yeah, what they had just lately, the medical reparations.
Yeah.
Look it up. That's why they
June.
kept saying. That's why they kept saying. We especially do it for the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They said all three. The medical reparations. They got to get the shot first. All right, ask yourself why.
Yeah, I was just at the doctor's office the other day, man. They give you a list, you know. They give you a list of items that they damn near gonna catch you on one of them. I mean, it's a ton of things, man. There's pages of it, man. They just keep asking you just questions, you know. If then they at the nerve to ask you or your family, your father or mother. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I would bring up Job 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value, man. And man, we're waiting for the real physician to hit the land, man. Because they're doctors, man. I mean, forge, man.
Yeah, it's possible.
You know, we're waiting for the true physician to hit the land, man, and cut off this long disease.
Right. There's a whole head of sick.
The Psalm 54 and 2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who hath returned like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So they may shoot in secret at the perfect, selling do they shoot at him and fear not, man. All right, damn, keep reading. They encourage themselves in the evil matter, the commune of laying stairs privily. They say, who shall see them, man? All right, because they done all these things without the people seeing them and actually hold them accountable. But now you got the internet, you got cameras everywhere, you got records that are being dug up, all these experiments that you've done against the tribes. All right, your whole agenda was to destroy the children of Israel, man.
And the Lord is so raw. The Lord is so raw that not only, because there's no need for us to walk into another land to preach the word, we got the internet. And the Lord says truth shall spring out of the earth. All right, so the Lord is exposing Esau through his men, and not only the men, but the whistleblowers, the different things going on.
This is Psalms 85. Psalms 85 and 11. Verse 10. Mercy and truth are met together. and righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from the heaven. Yea, the Lord shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase. And when they're in the holy land, the land may increase. Our righteousness shall go before him, and shall set us in the way of his steps. But like you said, man, truth shall spring out of the earth. All right, what it say? This gospel shall go out to the four corners of the earth, will not go out void. All right, hey, the Lord is using who he will, you know, in the celebrity eye to say what they will, you know, for people to get those sparks of the truth. Like, wait a minute, I heard those guys on the corner say that. Wait a minute, those Israelites, they've been saying something the same. You know, let me look this up. All right, hey, the Lord is using that, man, to mark people for salvation or for destruction. All right, it's no longer an excuse to say, well, I haven't heard of the gospel, I haven't heard of, you know, anything about the true Shemitic people, the true chosen people out of the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, out of Shem.
And that proves who we are, you know, because you look at people like Kyrie and Kanye, all right, they telling people that we're the Israelites. All right, a lot of people are doing their research because of that. Not only because of them, they've been watching us, but there's a lot of people doing their research, and best believe people are waking up, man. All right, and the Lord is doing that so the elect can wake up. All right, because somebody's gonna do their research on the Israelites, and the elect gonna pop up out of that, man. All right, then somebody's gonna believe, and that proves that we the Israelites in itself. Just say in the land of our captivity, we gonna remember ourselves, man. Okay.
Psalms 19:2, and you mentioned the internet, it says, day unto day utter speech, and night unto night show knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out to all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. But the point is, gospel to be pushed out to the ends of the earth, man, for the Israelites to hear it, for the world to see it. Now we know the scriptures say when you come to the truth, prepare your soul for temptation. So now we're gonna see, you know, who's a true follower, man, because they take away your endorsements, they take away your deals, they take away your contracts. Are you still gonna serve the Lord? Are you still gonna speak the truth? Are you gonna speak His true name? I would say, who shall declare prophecy?
No, Isaiah 55:11. So shall the word that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return to me void. It shall accomplish that which I please, it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it, man. This is all prophecy of the Lord, man. All right, no matter how the truth come out, all right, or where it come from, hey, that's the word of the Lord. Hey, that's the way the Lord intended for it to happen, man. All right? There's nothing that could be, we're just going to say, get nothing to get the truth before it. Right. All right? They say, we also say, if he ain't against us, he's for us, man. All right? So the fact that the Lord, y'all must be outside and prophesy these things, man, hey, it's no marvel that people are waking up, man. All right, because all avenues and all facets of life are being affected by the truth, man. Lawyers, doctors, police, all right, the acknowledgement of the government, all right, as rewritten legislation, all right, to put us on the books as terrorists and a hate group, all because the word of the Lord is coming out, man.
Right, what violence are we committing, man? We reading the scriptures. Either you believe the scriptures and it's gonna happen, which is all spiritual, or we wrong and crazy. So we terrorists, we believe we'll get spiritual powers? Shit, if anything, so you scared, you doing that means you believe it's gonna happen. Because you know it's true. All right? The devils believe and tremble.
I'm not sure if you brothers watch some guys called RDC World, but they made a video on that of them getting superpowers, and it was like, everything you did to us, we're gonna do it to you. And he said, wait, you talking about slavery? He said, oh, you said it. They started laughing. That caused a big uproar because these Edomites are scared, man.
Very.
Oh yeah, they don't want to go through. Oh, get to Jeremiah 25. They say that we will not drink the cup.
Yeah.
They don't want to drink that cup. Well, bitch, they go. Hey, just give the scripture. Bitch, you gonna drink that cup.
Right, because I said the queen shall see no sorrow, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. How do you think that?
Grab that too. Isaiah 47. Yeah.
You can check it.
Yep.
Sorry, 27?
Yeah, Jeremiah 25.
Yeah, Jeremiah 25 and 27. Therefore, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of armies, the God of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. For lo, which means look, for lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name, and should ye be utterly unpunished? Ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts.
There you go, man. So, hey, we drunk the cup, and we the Lord's children. You definitely gonna drink it. What it said was with Solomon? That thou scourgest thy enemies 1,000 times more.
Yeah, 12:22.
And somebody can grab that old
I got
Obadiah. I believe like 16. As you have done unto Mount Mountain, shall it be done unto you.
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 22. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. All right, because what we're going through as a nation is a light affliction. You heathens are getting the full wrath of the Lord, man, when the time comes.
Yeah, it says you drink it without mixture.
Yeah, and the dregs. All of it. You're going to drink it dry, friend. My friend.
This is the book of Obadiah 1, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Now, we're seeing that happen right now. The Lord is putting the curses upon our enemies right now. You know, everything that Jacob had went through on this side is starting to fall upon our enemies right now. You know, and that's just only the beginning of it. When the kingdom of heaven is established, you know, these heathens will continue to drink of that suffering that we have caused, that they have caused
us. Jeremiah 30 and 16, and it reads, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled.
Hey, you read verse 16?
16.
Sorry, hit 11. Hit 11. Hit 11.
Hit 11 right now?
Yes. And then you can jump back to it.
Okay. Jeremiah 30 and verse 11. And it reads, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure.
So Israel, we got chances. We didn't get made a full end. The Lord is coming to utterly take your heathens down. You shall be broken to pieces, man. All right?
Revelation.
See, hey, even in America, some niggas still was able to get up decent. They ain't high, they ain't Esau, but they decent. But when we got y'all in slavery, y'all gonna be fucked up. Every last one of you. The whole lot. We're gonna have some overseers. We're gonna have Ham beating some Edomites. But then we're gonna have somebody beating that Hamite. We're gonna have somebody beating that motherfucker. There's gonna be somebody beating him. All right?
Hey, it's enough ass whooping to go around, goddammit.
Facts. It's enough whips for everybody.
It's enough sticks in the yard.
Right, there you go. There you go.
Shit,
Enough
pick up
sticks
a
in the
stick and
yard.
start swinging.
God damn it, boy.
But finishing up on this Jeremiah 30 and 11, it says, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Drop down to 16.
Read through it. Read through it. We're like, keep going. Next verse.
Oh, next. Okay.
It says restore health and stuff.
It says, "For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bond up."
Right. Hey, nobody's doing anything to help us, man. We told to forget what we went through. Be happy you're American. If you don't like us, then get out of here. Well, motherfucker. Well, you brought me over here. Take me back, bitch. All right. Even the Babylonians let us go. Even Elam, the Persians, let us build our land to keep our customs. Hell, even Alexander the Greek let us keep our customs, man. You're worse than that. This devil is now worse than their forefather, man. You got it.
They give us very encouraging words to tell us to pull up our bootstraps while their knee is on our neck.
Buck up, Bart.
Yeah, we become lazy niggas since we didn't want to work for free.
Right.
Jeremiah 30:12. For thus saith the Lord, the bruise is incurable, and the wound is grievous. There is none that plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy.
There you go. The Lord gave us to the hands of our Israel's lovers, man, which are the heathens. They not here. They not trying to help you. They don't want to see you do better. Hey, you got to promote folly to even get a buck in this place, man. The teachers don't get paid. You don't get paid to raise the next generation of intellectuals. You get paid to promote folly here. All right, and to further the degradation of our people, man. You got it, brother.
Verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one. For the multitude of thy iniquities, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thy afflictions? Thy sorrow is incurable. For the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee.
We hit the 16 now.
Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You know? And that's it, man, what we're going into, man. This place is going to be dealt with. All the adversaries that went up against and fought against Jerusalem, man. Every single one of them going into captivity. And after 1,000 years of captivity, then they will be put back in their lands. Everybody except Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, and he's going to be extinguished off this earth. When you look for him, you're not going to see him anymore.
That's right. I got something real quick. Lamentations 2:16. All thy enemies open their mouth against thee. They hiss and nasty teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. All right. Hey, they like the condition that we're in, man. All right. That's why they only elevate you if you suck a jive and cool for them, man. Hey, we're the entertainment. All right. You say, see me as long as Zion, man. All right. They want you to fucking entertain them, man. All right. Because they know our history, man. All right. They know the conquering that we did in the world that we have, man. All right. They actually know our power, man. All right. But yet they know that we're in a lower state. You know the Lord is chastening us. All right. Okay. Hey, but they're happy, man. Say, aha, man. Is it the city of perfection, man? Roughly paraphrasing, okay? The heathen love to see us in a lower state, because long we're here, hey, they're gonna be there, man. You know? And they don't want to let that shit go, because, hey, we want the biggest consumers. We want the greatest entertainers, man. All right? We bring them revenue, man. We're the biggest commodity. These goddamn heathens, man.
Yeah, I got the scripture quoted. Lamentations 2:15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee, They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it.
All right, man, because during the time of King David, he was on their ass, man. All right, he had we had conquered them, man. And then during the time of Solomon, we had peace, man. All right, hey, they know what it felt like to be subjected to Israel, man. Bringing their goods in, man. All right, paying tribute, man. All right, who wants to give up tribute to somebody who they feel that they're superior to, man? All right, but guess what? It's gonna happen again, man. It's gonna be an everlasting kingdom set up by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And our gates gonna be open continually, man. All right, it's gonna be 24-hour deposits from you goddamn heathens, man.
Right. I got something real quick. This is the book of Psalms 83:1. It says, keep not thou silence on power, hold not thy peace, and be not still on power, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Right, we are the hidden ones, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. Right, that's why those ish people is trying to keep up the facade of saying they're the true people of the Lord. You know, because what? Once the true Israelites awaken to their nationality, know who their God is, and start calling on that power, they're finished. And Esau Edom knows that. These elites know that. So they have to keep our people dumbed down, and they got to keep our people asleep.
Verse 12.
Verse 12, huh?
Verse 12. Yeah.
This is the book of Psalms 83:12. It says, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession.
That's right. You know, and this is how Jake, you know, if the enemies that is named and named out and spelled out in that Psalms 83, if they're taking the house of God in their possession, man, we are a homeborn slave. Right. You know, that's that I forget the scripture, but it says in Isaiah, I believe it says Jacob, a homeborn slave. You know, and with a question mark, man. You know, I mean, yeah, man, right there. Most like God sanctioned it, man.
Oh, Jeremiah, I got it here.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 14. 2 and 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled? Because they this crafty counsel, man, of this damn wicked ass devil, man. He has set up himself through the Lord. Ultimately, Yahweh Shem Shai set that horn up for him, that power structure for him. The earth, like the brother brought up earlier, that Revelation 6 and 4. Him that rode on the red horse will be given power to take peace from the earth. And also, the key in that is to destroy one another, you know? To destroy, so they were given that big, great sword, so they might destroy one another.
Yeah, that's the 2 world wars. Edom was fighting Edom. They broke the rest of the nations in on that. That's Russia, Germany versus the rest of Europe and America. That was Edom versus Edom, man.
And to back up the point, what a brother was saying, how they wanna keep the facade of them being the Jews. Did you read that?
Yeah. Revelation 21, verse 21. This one? Yeah. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass.
Yep. And we're gonna break that down. But before we do, I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Micah 4 and 3. And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against a nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So if they were the true people of Israel, there will be peace on the earth. There will be no more war. Okay? The streets of Jerusalem will be filled with gold, man. All right, where is that shit in Israel right now? As a matter of fact, they're second in highest skin cancer, man. But that's your land. But you're the people of the Lord, man.
And also to state that fact, you know,
hold on, Slocky, for the record. The skin cancer is a curse from the Lord, because the land of Edom is south of Judah. It ain't too far off from there. So I heard brothers say, well, they getting the cancer because they over there and the sun is on them. You know, they getting cancer because the Lord plaguing their ass.
Yeah.
Because Edom is south of Judah, so they land will touch our land. You know, Edom dwelt there before.
Right.
Just for the record. Now they are getting cursed and plagued because they went wicked in our land. However, that's not the case. It's not a regional thing.
Right.
I just wanted to clarify that.
I
That's
was
not a
gonna say,
regional
the
thing.
real people in the Lord will lose their heritage, in these last times. We're getting it back right now, but it's just another strike to those Ish people over there in the land of Israel right now. So I'm gonna get this just real quick. This is the book of Jeremiah 17:4. It says, Jeremiah 17:4 says, "And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. We have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever." Right? The true people of the Lord will lose their identity in our captivity. We're getting it back right now through the spirit and power of Yahweh, through the prophets. The Lord, giving us our nationality back, giving us His true name. And also just to state the fact that we will have our Lord on our side. Yahweh Shai, we have what? King David. Where's Yahweh Shai, King David? They're the true people of the Lord.
Why are we still here in America?
That's right.
Right, that's right. It's Isaiah 60 and 16. Back that scripture up, it says, "Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breasts of kings." Right? And that's exactly how we're gonna get. That's how we're gonna get the gold and all of the precious things. We're gonna get that from the heathen. That's who's gonna help. That's who's gonna build the city. And that's who's gonna build up everything for us, man. The heathen. That's what's gonna put that work in. All right, to get that gold, that's what does it say? It's like glass.
Transparent glass.
Yes, they're gonna have to put some elbow grease on that, man. Right? Where's the golden city? Where's the pearly gates that it's talking about? All right, so we know that couldn't have happened already. It says, "It shall suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver." And so it goes into abundance. It says, "For wood, brass, and for stones, iron, I will also make thy officers peace and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders." And that's another big sign, man. So abundance, you got men who are going to be exalted, all right, and then no more violence.
It said peace on the borders, right?
Right. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders.
They don't even own, like the elder said, they don't even own the whole land. All right. And I believe on 1948, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Egypt bombed them the same night, right?
It was the 7-day war, 7-year war, 7-day war.
But either way, that proves that you're not the children of Israel, because there will be peace.
Even the fact they go back and forth with Palestine.
Yeah.
They car bombing each other.
Iran, Syria.
Like they playing Call of Duty 4. They putting the claymores on the car and shit, tripping the shit up.
This is Proverbs 29:2.
It says, "But thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise." Right? So basically, what's happening now, man? Like I said, car bombs. They got they gotta have the Iron Dome. They gotta have the missile defense system to try to stop, RPGs and shit. That's not according to prophecy, man. Which was gonna happen to the chosen people when they were back in the land. All right. Verse 21.
Get Deuteronomy 33 on deck to back the brother up when he done.
"Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever." And wait a minute, it said, "Thy people shall be all righteous." Was Harvey Weinstein righteous? Was Jeffrey Epstein righteous? Were the Rothschilds righteous? All right, all these people who are ish, are they righteous?
Right. Why is it Pink City over there in Tel Aviv? Why is one of the, if not the biggest, one of the biggest gay parades in the world held in the Holy Land?
Right.
That's a damn disgrace. It shows how low we fail, man. Our land is defiled, like it says Isaiah 1, our land is defiled before our eyes.
It said, they shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. All right, Israel and Palestine is supposed to be one, plus But it also say what Benjamin shall possess Gilead, Judah shall possess Edom.
Yep.
All right.
We're gonna have even more land.
Right. It's gonna expand. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. All right. So we're gonna be fruitful. Okay. We're gonna have many wives. Some of them they got dudes with husbands over there. That's
Chicks
how
with
the
dicks.
And a small one, a strong nation, I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. So there you go.
If I can back up what you're saying, it said the Lord made Esau small among the heathen.
Insignificant.
So they, insignificant. All right, and they low in numbers as well. One of them not becoming a 1,000, not being considered a nation. All right. Hey, as a matter of fact, more Edomites are dying than being reproduced.
They're dwindling away.
Esau don't like it. They weak, man. They got soy and everything. Like I said, the birth rates are low. They don't even like women like that,
right?
They don't even. I don't even think polygamy is legal where Esau is, man.
Yeah, that shit weak as hell.
Weak as hell.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 33 and 10. It says, they shall teach Jacob thy judgments and Israel thy law. They shall put incense before thee and hold burnt sacrifice upon thine altar. It says, bless Lord his substance and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him and of them that hate him, that they rise not again. And it says, and of Benjamin he said, the beloved of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, shall dwell in safety by him, and the Lord shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders.
Hey, jump down to verse 26.
26 comes. This is the book of Deuteronomy 33 and 26. It says, there is none like unto the power of Jeshurun.
Which means upright. Who's the upright ones, man? The Israelites, man. All right, who has these laws and commandments that make us wise to salvation? The Israelites. All right, go ahead.
It says, who rideth upon the heaven and thy help.
Hey, so the Lord, when he come to help us, he gonna be riding in something in the heavens, man. Right? Space age moving, man. I don't want to say what it, because I ain't gonna equate the Lord to Pippin, but that's that space age. You know, raw. He coming to his glory, man. He finna stunt. Yeah. He coming to his chariots, man. He said you're gonna meet the as a man. He already came humble, lowly, riding on a coat, an ass. He already did it the humble route. You finna come in his glory now. Colorful chariots, man. A throne like a rainbow. Yeah. He coming to take the rainbow back. Right, it's gonna be remembered again for a sign of holiness and mercy from the Lord, man.
And it says, who rideth upon the heaven and thy help, and his excellency on the sky. It says, the eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms, and he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his heaven shall drop down dew.
That's that abundance again. We're gonna have crops, we're gonna have rain. We're not gonna need to build irrigation systems to grow land and to grow crops in Holy Land. They gotta build whole greenhouses and irrigation systems over there just to grow the few crops they can grow. Well, what is once called the Fertile Crescent is now dry. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 33 and 29. It says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thy enemy shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
Everybody listening on that list of Psalms 83 is gonna be found liars, man. And we gonna tread upon their high places, man. We tread upon their high places. Just like Elder Malcolm brought up yesterday. Right now, man. We're going to the gates of nobles right now, man. Their lives are being brought down, man.
That's right.
All of this fucking disguise shit, you know, he's being ripped clean. Right. What the scripture says, he shall sit down in the dust, man. Go uncover the locks. Go lift the dressed up, man, and he's being uncovered, man. Damn devil, man. And the rest of the nations also, man.
That's right.
I got it for you. This is the book of Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne or daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. It says, take the milestones and grind meal, cover thy locks, make bare the lead, cover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Meaning what? They're being exposed, you know, for who they really are. You know, everybody is starting to ask questions. You know, this is the biggest, you know, hit to these elites. You know, they've been trying to hide this truth for so long, but what? The truth can't be hid. You know, it's like a raging fire. You know, it's going to spread. You know, it's nothing that these elites, these devils can do about it. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. You know, Yahweh Shai is coming back with that vengeance. You know, he's not going to come humbly like he did the first time. You know, as the scriptures say, you know, it's going to be from one end of the earth to the other. Dead, you know, just bodies, just dead bodies. And it says,
what it say? Traveling in the greatness of his strength. He come to show his might. And what Habakkuk say? He say, was thou angry at the fish?
Right.
Thou mad at the sea? Why dost thou ride upon the chariots of thy salvation? So when the Lord comes to save us, he's coming with vengeance as well, man. The greatness of his strength. He's going to be blasting shit out the chariots, setting on fire, turning it to dust. Hey, it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man.
It says, verse 4. It says, verse 4, it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Back to brother with that Isaiah 47 and 3. And it reads, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Like the elder just going into. He went the humble route already, man. Came riding in on the donkey's ass, right? This time when he comes back, he's coming back with great glory. That Matthew 24 and 30-31. He's coming back, the Son of Man, when he comes back here, man, great fear, trembling. I'm gonna be, the scripture says, men shall faint or have fear and faint and have heart attacks basically from what's coming upon the earth, man. Because we're going to know what's actually coming upon the earth. Why? Because we're diligently seeking him. How? By studying the scripture, this spiritual book, and seeking the Lord. And he's revealing his secret to who? His servants, man. The prophets. So when this thing comes down, man, there's going to be some men out here that are going to be in good shape or in good company, because the Spirit of the Lord is going to be upon them. And the rest of the nations are going to see it, and they're going to be, it's going to be nothing they can do about it, like the scripture says. When they even see it, there should be nothing they can do about it.
2 Edda 13:1, it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things that trembled, all the things trembled that were seen under him. All right, so the Lord come back. He's not only coming back in the fathership, he's coming back with Michael the Archangel. He's coming back with all the chariots, man. All right, it's gonna be a spectacular scene. All right, to see the Lord crack through the clouds, man. All right, and that's what Esau is afraid of, man. All right, they're not reporting the increase of chariots that are over Ukraine right now, man. All right, they're not reporting that those chariots are in control of the nuclear sites, man. Turning on and turning off the warheads, man. All right, disarming them with missiles in midair. All right, hey, they know the Lord is coming, man. Hey, what do you think the Space Force is all about? All right, hey, they're terrified of the Lord, man. The Lord said, what? Although they scared, they just fight, man. And they're going, hey, nobody likes to mollywop nobody, man. Like a little pushback, you know what I mean? It makes the challenge more, you know, it makes the battle more challenging, man. I can beat you one hand tied behind my back, type of deal, you know? And that's how the Lord is coming, man. All right?
Well, it says he didn't lift up finger or sword.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He just fucked them all up. But this real quick, Luke 21 and 26, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So when the Lord returns, there's going to be a group of people, the elect, rejoicing, all right, and the rest of the people, the 2/3 and the heathens, are going to be wailing, man, all right, for fear of the terror that's coming, man. Great destruction. Everything that we're telling our people that's coming that they don't want to take heed to, all right, when they see it, they're going to tremble, man. And men's hearts are going to fail them in that day.
I got something real quick. This is the book of Revelations 19 and 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he does judge and make war. Verse 12, his eyes was a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. Meaning what? The Lord is going to take down these different nations.
All of them.
And these, China saying, we got next. No, man. The Lord is going to take all these nations' crowns, man. It says that he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Yeah, the Lord is coming back to destroy these nations, put these nations into captivity. The next nation to rule is Israel, starting with the elect,
Bring it out. Well, if y'all done, we can wrap it up. It's all for the spirit. Unless y'all got more.
For the field life.
All right, somebody close it up.
I just got one more.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelations 21 and 4. It says, and Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And the reason why I bring the scripture out is because what? We don't have too much longer of this suffering left.
Right.
Romans 8 and 8. Hey, somebody get Romans 8 and 18 just real quick.
This is Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God.
Yeah, that's right. We don't have to suffer too much longer. The Lord is right around the corner, man. To fix our nation, starting with the elect. Even the 2/3 is going to come back in the kingdom in their right mind. So we don't have too much longer, man. Once this place is done, to rise up of our nation, that's it, man. We don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to suffer about paying bills. You don't have to worry about, your daily bread just to give every day. The Lord is going to bring our suffering to an end. And that's very, very soon.
I got bring out one. Galatians 1 and 3. I started 3, 1 and 4. And it reads, Grace be to you and peace from the Most High, the Father, and from our Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, who gave himself for our sins, that he might deliver us from this present evil world, according to his will, the Most High God and our Father, right? And that's exactly what's going on right now. That's our hope right there. The Most High God come and deliver us from this present evil world, man. That's right.
Look at Yaakov Kim. That's his favorite scripture.
And because in the book of Hebrews, I believe it's the 12th chapter, it says, we have no continuing city, but we seek the one to come.
Right.
I believe that's Hebrews 12 and 14. So you trying to make a come up here in the society, you trying to, find your life, the shit is over with. America's gonna be destroyed, the economic system is done, the dollar is done, everything is going digital. And if you want to find your life in here, you have to sell your soul, you have to take that SHIP,
CHIP.
Yeah, I'm tired right now. CHIP.
Hey, I thought he was going to say SHIT. That's what I thought my brother was going.
And we waiting on the SHIP.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all wait for the SHIP.
Oh, shit. Man. You got one, brother?
There you go.
Revelation 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. So Yahushua is coming soon, man. It's no longer tarry like it say in the book of heaven. All right, he's right around the corner.
Right, when you see all these things that we're bringing out, it's right at the door, man, as the scripture says.
Right.
All right, so with that being said, we hope this is edifying. We want to end off by giving our praise on the glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakodash.
That one us to the elders and our apostles that taught us the truth and until next time, while above.
Above.